Have you ever asked God for something and it seems like he didn't hear you? You know, when you went to him, you were sincere, you believed, and it just seemed like you didn't get your prayers answered or what you were asking for. If this has ever happened to you, I'd like you to consider two things. Number one, consider the fact that God's time is not our time. And number two, God's plans are a lot of times different than the plans that we have for ourselves. Because one thing you have to understand is when you go asking God for things, you have to go and ask him with the expectation of abundance and prosperity, because he promised us those things in his word. So I'm not so sure that your prayers are being answered, opposed to the possibilities that the very things that you're praying and asking for are too small. You have to think about it in the perspective of, if you're able to achieve something without the intervention of God, that's not a big enough dream. The thing about dreaming, we start praying for things that we can tangibly do ourselves because of the fear. That quote about our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, but that we are powerful beyond measure. Some people are afraid of their power because they can feel it and sense it, but because you've been trained on having a small mindset, because they don't teach you abundance and how to obtain those type of things in school. And if you're not around people that are on that level, your mind is not going to expand to the possibilities and all the greatness that's out here. I mean, like, when you're asking for things, you have to ask with the expectation of abundance or prosperity. So don't ask for a starter home because that's your first home based off of what the world says, because you could be asking for a starter home and God has a mansion. You can be asking for a small business, but God can have you to be the owner of a company that has 500 employees. You know, you could ask God that, Lord, I just want to make a little piece of software that helps people do X, Y, Z, and he could have you the CEO of Microsoft. So that's the thing. Don't think that he's not hearing you. Revamp your prayers, changing yourself because you're afraid to have it all. I know that sounds crazy, but people don't like resistance. And the one way you can have abundance in this life, you're going to have to go against the grain, and it's going to require you to use your faith. So you may as well get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because it's okay. Nothing lasts forever. On this earth, it doesn't. So you only have one life. So I behoove you to take it and take it all. Because if you don't do it, somebody else is surely going to do it. Thank you guys for watching this video. If this video spoke to you, smash that like button, comment, and subscribe.